beyond the walls of Moscow lay a vast, sparsely populated backwood country. Russian territory stretched from the southern steppes to the Arctic and thousands of miles east into Siberia. In the late 17th century, Russia was 100 times the area of England and Wales, but it had less than twice the population. And this overwhelmingly rural country was hugely underdeveloped. Apart from churches and fortifications, stone buildings were virtually unknown in Russia. Peasant huts and clothes barely changed for hundreds of years. At the Museum of Wooden Architecture in Kostroma, they've preserved some examples. I'm modelling a traditional dress called a sarafan. While village life looks idyllic on a sunny day, for most of the year it was quite the opposite. Russia's climate was notoriously harsh. Imagine trudging along here through the mud in the wet or the snow in winter. But despite the inhospitable terrain, the majority of Russians, right into the 19th century, had to scratch out a living from the land. They also had to cope with the social reality of serfdom. This was a practice that was dying out in Western Europe, but in 17th century Russia, it was actually on the rise. And if you were somebody's serf, you were effectively their property to be bought or sold.